In this episode, I'm going to tell you how Baer helped me write 10 blog posts on a 2-hour flight. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for today's episode of Interview Connections TV. I am filming this just a few days after I have gotten home from Social Media Marketing World 2015. It was such an awesome event. It's the most I've ever invested in going to a conference, and it was worth every single penny. Michael Stelzner, you and your team do such an amazing job at these conferences, so I encourage everyone to go next year. At the conference, the closing keynote was with Baer, and he did an awesome presentation talking all about customer reviews and are people complaining about your business offline or online, and it was great, it was funny, it was entertaining. And afterwards I picked up Jay's book, Utility, and he signed it. So that's pretty cool. So I've been reading it. I was reading it on the flight home. And, the title of this episode, How Baer Helped Me Write 10 Blog Posts on a 2-hour flight. Well, it's so true. I'm on page 42, so I haven't even read that much of the book yet. But what I have learned in this book so far I've already taken it and implemented it, and it's really helped me in my content marketing. The foreword was written by a guy named Marcus, who is known as the Sales Lion, and his story is really cool. He talks about how when back in 2008, I think, when the economy is all bad and businesses are going out of business, his pool cleaning service was really suffering. So he was searching all around, internet marketing, online marketing, just all types of marketing things to say, how can I keep my pool cleaning business going? What Marcus talked about in his foreword was how what they did is they basically made their pool cleaning company website a resource for people on how to get their pool cleaned. So he came up with a whole list of questions, like their most frequently asked questions that their customers have about how to clean their pool. And then they created content around every single one of those questions. And I read that, I'm seriously not even into chapter 1, just reading the foreword, and I'm like, that is such a good idea, because I create these videos for you every week, and it's pretty easy for me to just turn on the camera and talk about something, and then I do my podcast where I interview somebody. But I realized my blog is not being updated as much, because to sit down and then write content, I get writer's block. Even though I've got plenty to say and I know plenty about my topic, you get that writer's block when you actually have to write an article. But we all want a lot of written content on our website, because that's how you get more people linking to you, how Google puts you higher up in the search results. So I said, oh my gosh, I really need to do this. So what I did is I closed the book, and I'm on the airplane, right? So I get out my iPad and I just start writing questions. And I'm thinking to all the podcast sessions that I was at Social Media Marketing World, I'm like, what are the questions that people were asking? What were the speakers talking about? Because clearly they are speaking about topics that they know people need to know about. So I just wrote I wrote about 10 questions that I get all the time from people that follow Interview Connections and listen to my shows and are clients of ours. I wrote all the questions, and then I went down the list and I just wrote a blog post for each one, because again, once you have the question, all I did was then just write the answer. So within about a 2-hour flight, I had 10 posts written, which is super exciting, because now if I put those posts up on my website weekly, that's over 2 months of blog posts that I've just taken care of. So Baer, thank you. Everyone, get the book. It's called Utility by Baer. It's awesome. Jay's a super nice guy, and I hope that all helps you. So seriously, just write a whole bunch of questions that you get, answer them, and post the blog post. Boom. If you want to learn more about how we can work together, go to interviewconnections.com. If you want to learn how to get booked as a guest, go to interviewconnections.com/guest. Check out my podcast, Roads to Success, at roadstosuccesspodcast.com. And you can subscribe to this on YouTube. Go to interviewconnections.tv if you're watching this on Facebook for more episodes. I am your host, Jessica Rose, and I'm committed to helping you build your business through the power of podcast interviews. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.